Does social justice belong in Montessori? Social justice is the idea that justice is attained through social structures or groups. Social justice puts people into groups based on race, sex, skin color, etc., then places these groups higher than individuals and holds that all groups should be equal. If there are any disparities in group outcomes, they are attributed to discrimination and group injustice rather than individual choices and actions, and therefore, the more successful groups need to be punished. This results in groups constantly fighting each other. The American ideal of justice is that of individual justice, equality under the law regardless of group affiliation. If individuals work to earn their living, they can keep the fruits of their labor. If individuals violate the rights of others, stealing, murder, etc., the violators go to jail. With real justice, there is no presumed guilt based on group structures. Social justice, however, seeks to reward or punish groups based on their collective memberships. Justice only applies to individuals. To add the modifier social is an attempt to change the meaning of justice from what one has earned and equality under the law to its opposite, equity. Equity means each group must be made equal, regardless of its individual members having earned it. That logically requires the use of force to take from one person to benefit another. That is the very antithesis of justice. The average person mistakenly thinks social justice is all about equality and fairness, but it is actually about the suppression of the individual in favor of the group. The suppressed individual has no identity, no character, no qualities, no morality outside of his group membership. Social justice is all about judging and treating people according to group membership. Actual justice is about judging and treating people according to their character. Social justice also claims that certain groups are inherently racist due to physical factors out of their control, such as skin color, race, or sex. It holds that a person's values and the content of his mind is either determined before birth or by his social group. Social justice activists hold that people are even responsible for things that their ancestors did hundreds of years ago. That is the very definition of racism. Montessori disagrees with the idea that racism is innate. She said, "By taking the child into consideration, we touch something common to all humanity. We cannot achieve world harmony simply by attempting to unite all these adult people who are so different. But we can achieve it if we begin with the child who is not born with national and racial prejudices." To say that a group is inherently evil means that no one in that group has any choice as to his character or actions. Racism does not recognize any ability of a person to think for himself, come to his own conclusions, and form his own character. It rejects free will. Yet, it is only through the use of his reasoning powers that the child learns to understand the difference between good and evil and make a choice between them. Montessori most definitely supported the idea that the child creates himself by using his free will. What matters is not physics or botany or works of the hand, but the will and the components of the human spirit which construct themselves by work. The very fact that a child is not subject to fixed and predetermined guiding instincts is an indication of its innate liberty and freedom of action. The antidote to racism is individualism. Individualism is the doctrine that the interests of the individual are ethically paramount, that all values and rights originate in individuals, and that human conduct should be guided by such a doctrine. It emphasizes the moral worth of the individual. An individual is self-reliant. He develops his own character by his own thinking and his own choices. Montessori viewed the individual child as the most important part of the education process. There exists only one real biological manifestation, the living individual. And toward single individuals, one by one observed, education must direct itself. She thought that the starting point in education was the individual child himself, not the group. Our starting point must be the revelation of the characteristics of the human individual. The nature of this educational work begins to take shape. It consists in cultivating the immense potential of the individual in order that his hidden energies may develop wholesomely. Montessori even said that when the child learns how to command his will, it expresses his individuality, not just the characteristics of human groups. Nature conditions the child otherwise than the young of animals. She leaves the realm of movement free from the imperious despotism of instinct. Instinct withdraws. The muscles wait, strong and obedient, for a new order. They await the command of the will to coordinate them in the service of the human spirit. They must express the characteristics not of a mere species, but of an individual soul. Montessori's view of individualism is incongruent with the social justice movement that views people as groups rather than individuals. The child in Montessori is not viewed primarily as a group member. The child is neither created by the group, nor is he determined by the group. Placing groups above individuals is devastating. If a child is told that he is racist because of the color of his skin, and he believes it, he will cower in shame. If pressure is put upon him to agree that he is a racist by his teachers or friends, it will cause his reasoning skills to collapse in fear. Then he will feel the need to fit in somewhere to feel worthwhile and accepted. He will begin to feel frightened of other children as he fears rejection based on his skin color or other obtuse reason. You will see children form gangs, and those gangs will fight with each other. Then the peace that we have seen in our Montessori classrooms will disappear. If children are taught social justice doctrines, to regard each other as groups with predetermined racist or other group characteristics rather than individuals with their own chosen behaviors, it will kill the Montessori method. Education is decidedly instrumental in influencing children's attitudes towards racism. Education needs to center around developing the child as an individual, as Montessori said. When the child is viewed as an individual, is treated as an individual, and is educated as an individual, children end up viewing each other as individual, independent persons, rather than as members of different races. So, no, social justice has no place in Montessori. For more information, please visit AuthenticMontessoriEducation.com or read the book Save Montessori from Social Justice, which is for sale on Amazon.